Hi, Pelegocan here, and today I made, well actually this took like half a year to make, but I made a battleship, and I was working on this for a long time, and yeah, so I thought I'd show it off finally, because I think it is pretty satisfactory at this point, so for inspiration, Eldorado Fortress inspired this, and also just the last boat mock that I made, and someone also left a comment, and I checked out their channel, and they had a nice, pretty nice boat build as well, and I was like, wow, that's cool, I should make that. And they had cannons and stuff, and I was like, man, I really want to make a battleship, so for the cannons, I just made these little brick-built ones that were kind of inspired by what I've seen on that channel, and just like, yeah, there's those, but I also have stud shooters in the side here. Which, you can flip these up. This guy's just gonna fall off, so take that guy off, but you can flip these up, and that is where the stud shooters are. Which are a lot easier to fit on a boat than these full-sized cannons. So that allows you to make a smaller boat that way. But those cannons are definitely way better than stud shooters in general. But anyway, I used this technique with the railing with like the curved hinge plates, which is a really nice technique. And these pieces I got right from the Viking ship, right here. So I had like the two sides done for a long time, and then I just had a lot of trouble with connecting it in the front and also the back parts with the cabin area, which still isn't like some of these colors back here are a little bit not ideal. I can switch those up, but overall it's pretty good. Now, the other thing is I wanted to make use of the space as well as possible. Maybe you can kind of see this is also pretty strong build, so I can actually like flip it over and not worry about it. You can see that it is built with a 5 wide base, which was kind of an extra challenge to build with the odd numbered amount of studs like that. Also the sail is odd number of studs wide, and so yeah, this was tricky, but one of the things is that you can open up this, remove that guy, it's even easier. You can flip that up and you can fit someone, any bit of a throne in there, and they also have a couple of side table arrangements there. And so yeah, you can really get in there. Maybe I can show that better later, but let me just show that I also have a front part as well that flips up for extra storage. You can put a barrel and a box full of stuff in there. I just have a bunch of black studs for the stud shooters, but it also creates like an angle, like this is like angled up with the, so it's pretty interesting. I was able to use some frog pieces there and put one on the front here. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. These are attached with the stamp piece and the clip, so those are pretty secure. Got the boot plates, and you could also do a dots design like on the trying to, what was I saying? I forget. But whatever I was saying, this is pretty good though. I mean, you can also move this cannon down like that, but it's kind of awkward, so... And, you know, you could just swivel it like this, but you can take these cannons and put them wherever, too. Or you could even use them as, like, a hand cannon. And just, like, you know, looks like a... Oh, you know what I mean? So it's kind of a fun thing for imagination purposes and stuff, you know, it's some play value there. And yeah, the sail was kind of interesting. I got this bit of a part that kind of sways inward like that. So it just gives it a little bit of a subtle, you know, different angle there. Kind of looks like the wind is being caught in it, so that's the idea anyway. So I was able to use these dots pieces with these like crystals on them, so that was kind of fun. And you know how this is attached up here is kind of weird. There's this weird connection right in here as well, which I can actually detach that, and then. Yeah, whatever. And then, because the sail wants to go forward. It's bending forward, so that was kind of an issue. But anyway, you can take this out and see that this has ladders to get up. And I also put a clock on it, so they can know what time it is on the boat. But removing that allows you to see in there maybe a little better. And yeah, there's just a good spot there. Took the figure out. But yeah, it's pretty easy to get in there. And yeah, so that's how I built that. And okay, so I just wanted to show the stud shooters in action, and also kind of compare this to the other boat that I made. So let's do that. So, okay. A little comparison. So this is larger than the other boat. Yeah, it's a little wider. It's a little bit longer. I still kind of like this one better because I have the better designs on the sails. I mean, this is supposed to be like an anchor, but I don't even have an anchor on the actual boat, so that's kind of awkward. But anyway. Oh yeah, another thing is that you can take these cannons and put them on this boat, and then that can, you know, arm yourself that way against pirates or whatever. So it's just 4 pieces. It's a headlight brick, a round thing, and a stamp piece with the Technic thingamajig, just to simulate a small cannon. But anyways, also I like that this one had like a snake theme to it. This one doesn't really have a good animal theme. I mean, I guess I had the frogs on there, but that's not really doing it. I was also thinking about potentially interchanging some of these colors, like the dark blue and the dark tan could be interchanged, maybe. But anyway, let's see if I can just set this up. So this is a little bit awkward, but if flip these up. You flip this up. And then you grab the studs. You have to push them in, which is kind of more difficult than it should be. Okay, I got that one. So yeah, you can't preload them because then the studs will get in the way of the flaps closing. So that's kind of bad. So it's still not like ideal. This was an actual Lego set, but anyway, you do that, and then you gotta get your fingers in there. Okay, that was pretty epic. Okay, I see where that stud went. That one's pretty hard to get to. Okay. You probably didn't enjoy standing for that, but it worked. Stud shooters. They did work, believe me. But yeah, so, and it has those on both sides. So, also I like that I put these little backpack pieces. To kind of remind me of the Imperial soldiers. That's the other problem. I don't have the Imperials to go with this. It's kind of an Imperial boat design, but I don't have the minifigures, so. Yeah, I mean, I can put pirates on it for now, but yeah. Also, the crow's nest is weird, but you can stand a figure up. Like one of their feet can just go on over these bars, and then they can kind of stand there. But you know, they'll fall off if you knock them over or whatever. But anyways, I think it's a pretty good design. Also, this piece is like a ski piece I got from an Arctic set. Some $10 Arctic set I got randomly, and you know, like years ago, and it's a good, interesting piece usage, I think. Spin the wheel, and yeah, I mean, I like it that I used like these shield pieces on the side here. And that is about it. It also has this weird wheel piece. I think this is kind of an old piece now. I don't think they make that piece anymore. But yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy with this. It's a good size. I wish that they'd make boats of this size. Like this is like the ideal. You know, this is like a $50 set, maybe with like 4 minifigures, or I think 5 minifigures would be ideal for this, but this is a set, you know. But they'd probably only give you 4, because they want you to buy more sets to kind of supplement it or whatever, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good boat build, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. But it did take a long time to build it because I kept just like working on it for like 1 day a week or something, and then I'd forget what I did the week before, and then I'd like make the same mistakes over again, trying to connect things and stuff. But yeah, it was quite a challenge to build this thing. It's pretty interesting building and just like filling in the gaps and stuff happening. It's only connected by this little stud up here. At the front here, just that one little stud, and then it's you know, then it's connected back here. But yeah, also this is probably an older piece. I don't know if they make that piece either. It's kind of an interesting piece. But yeah, anyway, remember, I mean, well, what is the lesson? I mean, the lesson of this video, sometimes it takes a long time to build something. So, but you can still make something pretty good. And yeah, you know, don't give up on a build, I guess. You know, you can always come back to it later. Most of my progress happens in like a 2-day span. I just kind of had the shell of it, you know, like I built the sail one day, and then I built like the sides of the hull, and then I was stuck on the rest of it for a long time. And then like a couple days ago, it just started coming together, like I was figuring this part out, and I was figuring this part out. And yeah, that was a nice mock. I got some spikes on it. I always like to have spikes. I like having spikes. But yeah, anyway, that's pretty much it. Remember, if Pelegocan, so can you. Well, this actually spins pretty good.